good, thank you. I think I've brought the rainy weather with me today.
Yes, you
Sorry
have.
about that.
No worries, no worries. We can cope with that.
So Felicity, who do we have here?
So this is RSH Contendor, aka Mickey.
Oh.
So he is the best boy, and he's competing up to 5-star level.
Oh wow.
And he's the horse that's taken me to 3 European Championships as well. And as you can see, he's got quite a character.
Yes, I feel like all the Mickeys have big characters.
Yes, it's obviously where he got his name from.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he keeps us entertained on a daily basis. And yeah, he's also super talented to ride as well. So you don't get much better than that.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's very naughty, aren't you?
Oh.
Good boy.
So Felicity, is that the Lexington I see there?
Yes, it is. So I've been riding in Voltaire Lexington jump saddles for 5.5 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this is 2 years old now. As you can see, it looks pretty much good as new. So yeah, giving it a little bit of TLC now, but I started riding in Voltaire and in this particular saddle for my top horse actually at the time, who was a 6-year-old, and I was riding him in a dual flat saddle that I just couldn't get my legs close enough to his sides, and he kept throwing such big jumps that I was always tipped out the saddle. So I wanted something close contact that I sort of almost didn't even notice underneath me, and so then that's when I brought into Voltaire and bought a second-hand Lexington saddle from them, and then I kind of never looked back. So yeah, so I've ridden in Voltaire for years now. Now obviously lucky enough to be sponsored by them as well, and it's so easy being able to talk about a brand that you genuinely love and believe in, because it's a brand that I bought into before I had any kind of support or sponsorship from them. So to then be sponsored and have that support from a brand that I actually love and use has been invaluable, and they're an amazing team to work with, and my horses absolutely love the saddles genuinely, and so do I wouldn't ride in anything else.
That's great. So we're tacking up Mickey now?
Yes, yep, so this is going on Mickey. This is his made to measure saddle with a bit of bling.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, so can't go without some bling. So yeah, we're going to get him tacked up and take him down to the field and give him his first jump on grass since last year.
Oh, great.
So that might be a little bit interesting.
Yes.
So I definitely need my Voltaire saddle so that I can wrap my legs around him and not fall off.
Yep.
skies are bright, I see orange light. I want you to know that I love you so. And I feel like gold, and I love you so. So
half asleep. Look at this lip.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay. We're going to move you. Yes, baby. See if oh, you're getting up as well. What are you doing? Hey, Timma. Hey, Nelly. It's all right. I'm just going to take this off. You don't have to get up. Good girl. Oh, no, it says I am getting up. Hey, Tim. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. Good boy.
She's hiding.
Good girl. Jay, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Is she there?
Oh, mister.
Come on, sweetie. You come in here with Mama. Up here.
No. Oh, there's a foal on the loose.
That's it. She should come now. Come in here with Mummy. Come on. Good girl. All right, Pepper. There we go. Oh, Pepper's going to have a roll. The foal doesn't like it when she rolls. It's okay, Mummy's fine. Get a little neck on her. She's like just a little perfect little horse. Hello, Peaches. She's okay. She's okay. Good girl. She's having a nice roll. Watch out. So I'm just checking you're okay, Mummy. It's just now I need to have a drink again. You good girl. Hey, sweetie.
Ooh, smelling.
You've got dirt up your nose, Pepper. Thanks for helping get these two cheeky girls into the barn while they're being mucked out. She's got, well, this is Peaches, we call her. She's got a little bit of a mind of her own, as you probably noticed.
Yes.
She's only 8 days old and she still thinks that she doesn't need to follow her mother and she'd rather trot off down to the yard and see all the other horses than come in here. So she is out of this mare we call Pepper. And Pepper's posh name is Mexican Sunrise. And I competed Pepper to be 100, so I did a few 100s on her as a 5-year-old. And then unfortunately she had a couple of issues with her feet. So we then made the decision that she's such a well-bred mare. She's by Billy Mexico.
Oh, cool.
And Billy Mexico is by Kevin Zed. So you've got, you know, Billy the Biz, who went to the Olympics. Billy Bounce, who's a 4-star horse, there by Kevin, and then a lot of really good horses by Billy Mexico as well, such as Billy Walk On, who Pepper Funnel rides. And so really well-bred mare, Canaan on the dam side, so basically bred to show jump, but very forward-thinking and very blood. So we've put her to Le Prince de Bois, a 5-star French stallion, ridden by Kai Ruder, around, I think he went around 8 5-stars, and placed in quite a few, placed at Burley a couple times, so she is by Le Prince, and we have had, she's trying to buck at her mother. We've had 3 foals by Le Prince now, and we're really pleased with all of them. So Billy Mexico Dam, by Le Prince, 5-star stallion. She's very blood. She'll be probably about 65% thoroughbred. Thinks she's a little racehorse already though.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, she's just crazy. We call her Peaches and her posh name is Princess of Mexico.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's very naughty. I'm not sure I'm looking forward to backing her.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yes, definitely. I think she might take after her mum.
Oh. So what sort of age do you usually back your horses, and also when do you sort of tell like this is going to be a good one, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, so usually well, I say usually we back them, I usually like to back them at 4, which is a little bit later than some people. It depends usually on the size of the horse as well. For example, we've got a 3-year-old by Kevin Zed out of a Grebe mare who's out in the field at the moment. He's just turned 3 and he's so big, and we think actually we should probably put some tack on him. So I think for us, we would do a little bit of groundwork at 3, a bit of handling, bridle on, saddle on, maybe a bit of light lunging, just so it's not a complete shock to the system. And then I like to then back them probably the summer of their 4th year, because we don't really do 4-year-old age classes. I just think that they're a little bit young still for that, but it depends completely on the horse. You know, she's very bright, and I don't think she's going to be huge, so she might be one that, you know, is raring to go by 4. So it will really depend, but we'll probably, do that kind of end of her 3rd year, beginning of her 4th year, and I think you get a bit of a, obviously you don't know, but I think you get a bit of a hint what they're going to be like from their personality as a foal. And we've never had a foal, we've had quite a lot of foals. My mum's bred a lot and she's never seen a foal like her. She's just crazy. She's sharp, she's intelligent, she's independent, and I think all of those qualities indicating to me that she's going to be a good one. And I know that the dam, I know the mare jumps, I know the sire's super brave and super blood, and they both move beautifully, both have forward thinking, good attitudes, so hopefully that will all come together and culminate in something really special.
So an exciting future ahead for her then.
Yeah, definitely, very excited.
So Felicity, tell me a little bit more about her.
So this is Maisie, aka Just Amazing. So she's homebred. She was born here, raised here. She's 13 now. I actually backed her when I must have been about 13, and jumped her first jumps on her.
Oh, cool.
But then because I was so young and I was still on ponies, my mum then took over the ride on her and did her first 2 or 3 seasons competing. So she competed her up to novice level, and then I took over in her 8th year. You know, most horses sort of maybe would go around a few intermediates as a 7-year-old, but she's been quite slow to develop. She's quite sharp. She's by Western Justice, who's a 5-star thoroughbred stallion, and out of a mare called Preston Polly, who my mum also evented, and my mum owned the dam of Preston Polly as well. So my mum's ridden 3 generations. She's ridden her grandma, her mum, and her. And then we flushed an embryo. And Timmy, you remember we met him in the stable earlier, is her embryo transfer son. So we've got 4 generations now. So yes, it's a bit of a dynasty, so she's very special to us. And she's actually exceeded all expectations. She has won numerous OR under-21s, she's won young rider trials, she's won 2-star competition, old 2-star competitions, so new 3-star. She's been placed top 5 advanced. She's jumped numerous double clears at 4-star level, including at 4-star long, and her best result was last year where she came 3rd at Campfire, 4-star long in Ireland. When she jumped double clear there, and that was when she was 3rd behind 2 WEG riders, World Equestrian Games riders, and we were in a lineup of 5, 6 Olympians, and then there was Maisie and I in the middle, sandwiched between these superstars.
So a very talented little horsey.
Yeah, she is. She's really talented, but she's also the kind of horse that we let her off because she's, we never thought she'd do more than novice, but she's the kind of horse, she'll either go out and she'll run out and won't go near fence 2 on an intermediate cross-country course. And so she did that. She came 3rd at Campfire in the 4-star, and then a little down advanced, she whipped round 5 strides out from fence 2, which was also an intermediate fence, and then proceeded to carry on round the rest of the advanced and jump a clear round with no problem whatsoever. And all the difficult fences. So she's a bit like that, and she did the same thing at Varrogam. She whipped round at fence 3, and then carried on and jumped difficult combinations. So yeah, she's certainly a character, and she certainly keeps me on my toes. Every time I go out the start box, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to get, but at the same time, she's also given me some absolutely incredible rides and some really incredible experience. And I just feel very lucky at my age to have had a horse like her already, and she's more than proved herself. And she won't be going anywhere ever. And we're also trying to get another embryo out of her at the moment. So she's actually being AI'd later this morning. So never know, you might see that as well. Jay, let's not get you down by the rubbish. Come here. So this is Jaytana. So she is a 6-year-old KWPN mare by Sandro Zadell, which is by Sandro Boy, which is Marcus Enning's stallion that he rode, which won him over €1 million in prize money. So yeah, really good breeding on that side. She's got Canaan, she's got Granus, she's got Codam de Revel, Contender, so amazing bloodlines. And I bought her as an unbacked 3-year-old, so 2.5 years ago now. Backed her and did everything with her myself, and she's super talented. She's actually sadly for sale at the moment just because I own her, and you know, we have to finance things. So yeah, we'll see if she's sold, but if not, she'll be aimed at some 100s maybe later this autumn. And obviously she was ready to crack on before lockdown, but she's, you know, a lovely horse, and I think she's got the brain and the ability to either go to the top or make someone very happy at a lower level. So, no, lovely horse, and I really rate her and really proud to have worked with her and produced her to where she is now. Right, so we'll do Chelsea now. So Chelsea actually passed her vetting yesterday, but we... So this is Chelsea-na VHCZ, I think the initials are. So again, same as Jaytana, bought her as an unbacked 3-year-old end of 2018. She's by a stallion called Chelsea, who is by Chelano Z. So show jumping bred primarily, but quite modern warm blood, so quite blood. She's actually 50% blood or thoroughbred. And then out of a dam, which is Cassini. So again, show jumping, so she got an amazing jump. She's 5 years old now, and she's actually just passed her vetting recently.
Cool.
Yeah, to go to her new home. So yeah, that would be really sad to wave her goodbye, but she's been a pleasure to produce, and really excited to watching how she gets on with someone else. And that's always the positive part of selling them, is that I can kind of watch on as a bit of a proud mum and, you know, think, yeah, no, I produced her. So yeah, very good luck to them, but really lovely horse. So this is Shadow Mini Moon. We call her Minnie. So she is a 6-year-old mare that was sourced by Shadow Sports Horses, so Ben and Emma Hobday. So I bought quite a few from Ben and Emma before, and they've got really good eye for a horse. So when they say they've got a nice one, I trust them that it will be nice. So she's on a few 100s with Emma, and looks to be a really nice prospect for the future. She's actually by an FEI Connemara stallion pony. So she's by a 148, but as you can see, she's a very good size. And she's actually out of a Cavalier Royale mare who competed very successfully to 4-star, and actually was placed top 3 in the old CCI 2-star with William Fox Pitt.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, amazing breeding, quite unusual, quite diverse, but I'm hoping that will stand her in good stead to, you know, bring that diversity to her competition, and, you know, being suitable for different styles of event and cross-country and show jumping. So, yeah, really nice mare. So we're very pleased with her. And she's co-owned by my owner, Avrina Milton, who owns half of my top horse, RSH Contender as well. So long-standing owner, and it's really nice to, you know, work with these owners and have some nice horses coming up, as well as enjoying the best boy at the top level. So yeah, very excited about her.
Oh, she looks so sweet.
She is. She's a very nice person as well, which really helps. She just wants to please. She's very willing. So yeah, so that's Minnie, and then 2 horses that aren't actually here on the yard today are 2 lovely horses owned by an owner of mine, Caroline Crowther, and that's Edie CVN, very odd name, and Glasgow Sweet Clover. So they were 2 horses that I've campaigned Glasgow Sweet Clover, aka Shane, since the beginning of 2018, and Edie, aka Rocket, campaigned him since the beginning of 2019. He did his first season last year as a 6-year-old, and I think he jumped something like 10 double clears.
Oh, wow.
Won a novice, was second in another novice. Really exciting prospect. And then Glasgow Sweet Clover, I've jumped a few 4-star double clears with him, an advanced double clear with him. and been third in the under-21 national championships with him. So they were on the yard before lockdown, but then unfortunately, obviously that happened. So they're currently at home. So that's why they're not here. But I'm going over to jump them and see them at their yard now that the lockdown restrictions have been eased. So I'm actually doing that tomorrow. So really excited to go and have a sit on them and have a jump. And they haven't jumped since lockdown.
Oh, wow.
So that might be exciting.
Yes.
But yeah, Caroline's got a brilliant groom, Sophie Dawson, who's been looking after them and doing a fantastic job. And we've got a little WhatsApp group where she sends me photos of her videos of her schooling them. So that's been really lovely, and it's all been done in a really nice way so that I can follow their progress still when they're not on the yard. So, you know, looking forward to having them back sometime soon.
Yes. Okay, Felicity, so I thought we'd have a little sit down, have a bit of a chat, because this year is a little bit different to how we were expecting. So what were supposed to be your plans for 2020?
So for 2020, well, last year we consolidated a 4-star level with 3 of my top horses, and then I had a few nice young horses coming through as well. So for this year, it was mainly about producing the young horses, stepping them up a level. So a 7-year-old that was aiming for the 7-year-old championships, and possibly Leon, and then a couple of nice 5- and 6-year-olds again aiming for age classes. And then for the top horses, it would have been some more 4-star long competitions. And then my 2 top ones would have been consolidating at 5-star level. So there were thoughts about badminton, but I changed my mind about that in sort of February time, because my best boy, we need to sort out a bit for him. He's quite strong. So we thought, okay, let's wait for badminton 1 more year. He's so special. He's still young. So we were going to aim him for Le Moulin, and then think about the second half of the season, possibly Burghley. So yeah, so there was lots planned, but obviously we haven't been able to do any of that.
Oh wow, and I also heard that you might have qualified for the Olympics as well this year. Obviously that's going to be pushed to 2021. I don't know if you have any plans maybe for the future aiming for the Olympics?
Yeah, so last year, just amazing, qualified at Campfire 4-star long, where she came 3rd, which was amazing, and also picked up her badminton qualification. RSH Contendor, he picked up his badminton qualification the previous year. So obviously I'm still quite young, and in this sport that we're in, these riders go on forever. You know, they're still in their 50s, and you still got little old me trying to break into seniors. So it wasn't necessarily that I would have been in the forefront for Tokyo, but it was, you know, a great accolade for me to be able to just think, oh, you know, we actually have a qualification for that, which was really special. So yeah, in the future, definitely, it's something that has always been an aim of mine. My mum was longlisted for the Olympics on her homebred horse back in '96. So yeah, she never got there, and so I kind of always wanted to fulfil that and maybe one day get selected.
So you have achieved quite a bit so far in your career. So what would you say was your greatest achievement?
I think probably it would have to be becoming under-21 national champion in 2017. RSH Contendor, the horse I won on at the time, he was only 8.
Oh, wow.
And it was his first time ever competing at that level. It was back then it was CCI 2-star, so the new 3-star long.
Yeah.
And yeah, only an 8-year-old, and he finished on his dressage score. And yeah, the person who was in the lead then had a fence down, and there's a really good photo of me that someone captured the moment when I realised that I'd won. And it's all a bit cliche and a bit cheesy, but it captures so many years of hard work for me. Yeah, and you know, watching, you know, so many people who'd won that title go on to do great things. So that was amazing. And then I would also have to say, on a bit of a par with that would be the team gold medal at the Young Rider Europeans last year, and being a counting score for that. And my last year in Young Riders, and I'd only ever won 2 bronzes before. That sounds like I'm complaining, but you know, it was so amazing to be able to go out on a gold. So yeah, I would have to say that as well.
Oh, that's incredible. So something not many people might know is that we were actually in the same pony club. I believe it was my last camp. You came and did like a bit of a demo, you showed off some of your medals, showed a few exercises. So what advice would you give to people who are maybe doing pony club, stepping up to BE, or maybe wanting to move up the levels?
I would definitely say use pony club to your advantage. You know, I was competing, you know, at the 100s pony trials when I was 14, and then novices as well, sort of through 15, 16. But I would sort of swap that between then doing, say, an open level level event, like level 5, I think it's called, for Pony Club 1-day event, and I would take one of my ponies there if it needed a run. So I would definitely say use the Pony Club to your advantage, because you know, there's lots of training opportunities, and there's a lot of support which perhaps when you go into the big bad world of BE you don't always get, obviously, unless it's like the 80 training. So yeah, I would say definitely, you know, stay in Pony Club, use it, and then when you start BE, you know, just don't expect too much. Take it slowly. Look at my record when I first started BE. I think my first BE 90 dressage test, I think I got a 42 with a really naughty pony. And then the other one I got a 37, which I thought was wonderful. And I managed to jump a double clear. I think I came 7th in my first BE in my first 90. And that was like, that was it. Yep. Yeah, that was the bug. So I did BE alongside Pony Club, and that worked really well.
Throughout your career so far, which horse would you say has taught you the most?
So I think a lot of people would expect me to say RSH Contendor, which he has, but I would have to say Rainstown Frost, because he was my first ever horse. I had him from aged 14. I just turned 14, and we went and we actually got him through a part exchange, basically swapped him for something that my mum was producing, and that wasn't very suitable, so swapped him, and we were so desperate to swap and get rid of this other horse that we just were like, we'll take anything. Yep. So there wasn't really much thought behind buying him at all, and you know, the idea was buying this scruffy 5-year-old just backed was, you know, let's see if we can get it to do a 90 and then sell it, and then 5 years later, the rest was history. We jumped double clear around our first advanced, and were longlisted for 2 junior Europeans, competed in the Young Rider National Championships as well with him when I was 18. And placed in numerous intermediates, and he was very difficult as a youngster. I've never ridden something with such a bad mouth as he had. So I couldn't touch the reins. I remember when I went to try him, the person I was trying just said, just drop the rein, just don't touch the rein. And I was coming into this fence like, oh my God, on this 5-year-old that felt like it didn't know where its legs were. And yeah, we went to the 6-year-old national championships. I was actually the youngest rider ever to compete in the 6-year-old national championships at 15. And then we also competed in the 7-year-old national championships the next year when I was only 16. So I was still on ponies and competing, you know, in the young horse championships for 7-year-olds. So yeah, he really kick-started my career and got my name out there. So I owe him a lot.
Okay, Felicity, thank you so much for inviting me over today. I've had so much fun meeting the horses, having a little bit of a chat as well. So we were supposed to, I was supposed to be bringing Joey today for a lesson, but he's only gone and thrown a shoe. So we'll have to do that at a later date. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm also going to be doing a giveaway over on my Instagram at @this_Esme with Felicity for a beautiful Voltaire design saddle pad and a few extra goodies as well. So be sure to head over to Instagram and check that out. So anyway, thank you so much guys for watching today's video. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. Be sure to go and head over to all of Felicity's socials. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye!